Tonight we report on the murder of a man on Halloween in Moses Lake and how two men saved an Ephrata boy last week. So Bob, what's going on in sports?
Moses Lake football will not be making a return trip to the state playoffs, and Ephrata girls soccer races past East Valley. Let's take a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
And another round of showers and even some strong winds moving in, and it'll last into the morning, but there's some brightness on the horizon. It'll take a few days. All the details coming on up.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on I-Fiber-One News.
From the I-Fiber-One HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is I-Fiber-One News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is I-Fiber-One News, and it starts now.
Jose Pichardo was shot while driving east on Valley Road in Moses Lake by a suspect in a vehicle driving next to him on Halloween. According to the Moses Lake Police, the 1984 Oldsmobile Cutlass the 23-year-old Moses Lake man was driving veered off Valley Road and struck a house on North Pennsylvania Street, near the intersection of Valley Road and North Paxson Drive. Police found Pichardo dead in his car. They stated witnesses reported seeing the Oldsmobile crash after shots were fired from another vehicle. Investigators found evidence the shots were fired west of where the car crashed into a home. No one living in the house was injured from the crash. The murder is under investigation, and detectives are asking anyone with video systems that record toward the street in the Paxson Drive and Knowles Vista areas to check their systems for any vehicles that are speeding or suspicious around 4:14 p.m. Anyone with information about the shooting is urged to contact the Moses Lake Police at 509-764-3887 or 509-762-1160. Callers can remain anonymous. Tuesday is Election Day, and several positions in Grant County are up for grabs. Reporter Cameron Probert has more information.
The deadline for voters to choose candidates is Tuesday. The Grant County Auditor's Office received 14,071 ballots by Monday afternoon and is preparing to count them tomorrow. The voter turnout is roughly 38.5%. The election results will decide a U.S. House of Representatives race, 2 state legislative races, 2 PUD commissioner spots, and 6 races for county offices. People can mail in their ballots by tomorrow afternoon. The Auditor's Office also has drop boxes available outside of Moses Lake City Hall, at the Elections Department office in the Grant County Courthouse, in the Grant PUD office in Grand Coulee, in the Fire District 10 Fire Hall in Royal City, and at the Quincy Public Library. I-Fiber-One News will be reporting the results when they are released. For I-Fiber-One News, this is Cameron Probert reporting.
Grant County Prosecutor Angus Lee's hearing before the Washington State Bar Association is moving forward after a nearly 2-year delay. The Bar Association scheduled a public hearing for January 20th through the 22nd for the nearly 5-year-old allegations against the prosecutor. The decision was made on October 16th. Lee spoke briefly to I-Fiber-One News and declined to comment. He asked we speak to his attorney representing him and Grant County. Mick McFarland, the attorney defending Grant County against former Deputy Prosecutor Albert Lynn's allegations, said the attorneys representing Lee asked the prosecutor to delay the hearing, but didn't elaborate on why. The Bar Association's allegations revolve around 3 cases Lee asked Lynn to review in 2009 during the height of the deputy prosecutor's failed bid to oust his boss in the election. An 11-year-old boy fell into an irrigation canal and stayed in the water for 10 minutes before being pulled out. The boy was playing with a friend when he ended up in the water on Thursday evening. Before the Ephrata Fire Department and ambulance could arrive, 2 neighbors rescued the boy from the water. Justin Abrams threw him a rope, and Edward Stevens pulled the child from the water. Ephrata Fire Chief Jeremy Burns said the boy was wrapped up in blankets and sitting in a patrol car when they got there. Ephrata Police Chief Mike Warren said the boy was taken to Columbia Basin Hospital for treatment of hypothermia. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
And we'll be right back after this.
Attention business owners. The deadline is fast approaching to advertise in the 2015 edition of the Moses Lake Local Book. Don't be the only business left out. In print or online, it's the best way to reach your customer when they're ready to buy. Call today to place your ad by calling 877-738-9829 or by visiting us online at www.statewideyp.com. The Moses Lake Local Book Telephone Directory. Simply the best advertising.
Hi, I'm Angus Lee, the Grant County Prosecutor, and I've spent my entire adult life committed to public service. As a younger man, I fought for our country in the United States Marines, and I was awarded the Combat Action Ribbon and the Purple Heart. For nearly a decade now, I've been fighting criminals here in Grant County. My trial record speaks for itself. I have convictions in over 90% of my jury trials, and I've personally prosecuted the most serious cases, and I've won.
Angus Lee, the proven crime fighter.
I'm Angus Lee, and I approve this message.
Hi everybody, meteorologist Don Morelli with you here on iFiber Channel 1 News Weather. Your forecast is brought to you by Bud Cleary Toyota Dealers. Toyota, let's go places. And we are looking for a little shower and wind to occur overnight tonight through the first few hours of tomorrow, but things should taper off. And the next chance of showers coming our way by Thursday morning. So a wind and rain sort of situation to start with, but it does look nicer, a nicer pattern finally developing later in the work week through next weekend. In the meantime, 54 and 39, the extremes today. The clouds have been consistently thickening on up. No precipitation yet, but not too far away. And looking down in Moses Lake, similar story, 55 and 39, with again, no precipitation yet, but more precipitation is about to arrive. Mostly cloudy skies right now, 48-degree dew point, 52-degree temperature, getting close, maybe a little fog. The winds going to pick up as well overnight tonight. So here's the situation, quite a slug of moisture coming in towards us overnight tonight. And again, it'll be with us a good portion of the night into the morning hours and then clearing out during the morning, early afternoon hours, particularly in the basin, but still meaning lingering showers east and west of us. But in the meantime, looking for a little break until Wednesday night, Thursday morning, a little shower activity and a more significant front coming in during the day on Thursday. And so until that one that comes through on Thursday moves on by, that's when we'll start to see a little bit of a change of a pattern for a little bit less unsettled weather every 36 to 48 hours that we've been going through for what seems like a month. In the meantime, tomorrow's forecast, west of the Cascades, again, showers, a possibility. Throughout most of the day, west of the Cascades, we'll have showers in the morning and then afternoon clearing and showers for most of the day in the inland northwest. And the winds, again, are going to pick up. Look for the winds to possibly get in excess of 30, 40 miles an hour at times. So a blustery day and a showery day. You see a lot of suns there because I'm being optimistic that the sun will come back out during the afternoon. But again, from now until at least the mid to late morning hours, clouds and showers will be a good possibility. And again, dissipating as we slide into Wednesday a bit before more showers come back our way Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night, and Thursday. But then, once that goes through, look at this 4 or 5 days of very nice seasonal temperatures, actually. Temperatures not even hitting freezing, so that's good. But again, temperature-wise, not bad. Just keep the umbrella handy tomorrow morning, Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night, and then another slug coming on Thursday, and then by Friday, again, things looking pretty nice through the weekend. Well, again, sports is coming up next, so keep it here. Remember, your forecast brought to you by Bud Cleary Toyota Dealers.
You don't need me to tell you that 4 and all-wheel drive time is on its way. But maybe you didn't know your local Toyota dealers are gearing up for the season with special savings on our top-selling 4 and all-wheel drive models. From tough Tundra trucks to our best-selling CUV RAV4 or Benza, the perfect blend of all-wheel drive with safety and style. Plus many others. The bottom line is exceptional 4 or all-wheel drive savings just in time for winter. For full details on these and other savings, visit any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Cindy Carter, your Grant County Commissioner. Currently, I serve the 92,000 residents of Grant County, working with over 700 employees, 11 different labor unions, and providing oversight to an annual budget of $131 million. I have served in this capacity for 7.5 years, working closely with each department and office, reviewing their individual budgets to ensure a balanced overall budget so the county can remain fiscally strong. I'm Cindy Carter. Please vote for me in the 2014 election as your Grant County Commissioner.
Moses Lake needed a win over Davis at home Friday to secure the final berth to the 4A state playoffs. The Pirates were trying to nail down their first appearance on the big stage. Here's Sean Wells with the story.
With a state playoff berth on the line, Moses Lake knew they had a tough opponent with Davis. Defense was the key in this game as Davis had outscored opponents 231-9 in their previous 4 games. A back-and-forth first half had Moses Lake up 3-0 until the Pirates struck rich with a 40-yard touchdown pass to take a 7-3 halftime lead. Davis then took a 14-3 second-half lead until Chief QB Wes Harrington linked up with Ridge Montgomery for a 15-yard touchdown. The Chiefs would get the 2-point conversion and cut the lead to 14-11, but the Pirates were able to hold on and steal the win from the Chiefs with a final score of 14-11. With the win, the Davis Pirates advanced to their first state football appearance in school history. For Fiber One News, Sean Wells.
Ephrata matched up with East Valley on the pitch with a trip to the district championship game on the line. I was on hand for the match Saturday that was dominated by the home team.
Haley Berryman scored 2 goals and got an assist on another score, and Ephrata picked up a 6-1 win over East Valley. Berryman put the Tigers up 1-0 at the 20th minute of play. The Red Devils got the equalizer when Shelby Lang got a shot past Tiger keeper Adriana Simmons at the 25th minute. Natalie Hussey broke the tie 5 minutes later. Things got a bit chippy on the pitch in the waning moments of the first half with a yellow card issued. Courtney Klepik's goal as stoppage time expired sent Ephrata to the break up 3-1. The Tigers dominated second half play with goals by Kim Bennett, Berryman, and Freddie Ham. Ellensburg beat Sela 3-0 at home in the other semifinal match. So it's deja vu all over again as the Bulldogs and Tigers go at it for a second time in the past 10 days with the title on the line.
The teams met in Ellensburg for the CWAC Championship October 25th. The Bulldogs took the contest 1-0 to snap the number 2 ranked Tigers' 15-game win streak. This time it's for the 2A District 5-6 Championship and the number 1 seed to the state tournament. Ephrata looks to dish the Bulldogs up a plate of payback when the Tigers travel to Eberg for the rematch Tuesday. Wharton's postseason run came to an abrupt end on the Cougars' home turf with a 2-1 shootout loss to Brewster. Wharton appeared to have momentum on its side coming into the contest off 3 straight wins. The team had beaten the Bears in the regular season as well, but none of that mattered. Heidi Gonzalez put the Cougars up 1-0. The score held up until Brewster got the equalizer with 30 ticks left on the game clock. Wharton had a couple of chances to end it in overtime, but couldn't convert. 2B district volleyball play got underway at Ephrata High School Saturday. I stopped by to catch some of the Wharton-Brewster match.
The gymnasium was rocking with excitement for round 1 of the tournament. The Cougars and Phillies gave their fans plenty to cheer for as the teams battled it out in the first match of the afternoon. After the final whistle had sounded, it was the Cougars coming away with a hard-fought 3-set win. Larissa and Shania Kisler combined for 9 kills, 5 aces, and 36 digs in the match. The win set up a second-round game with number 3 ranked Okanagan. The Cougars took the Bulldogs to 4 sets before dropping the match. The loss sent Wharton into the consolation bracket. The Cougars will match up with Kittitas in a quarterfinal game Saturday in Ephrata. The winner will play for the 3rd and 4th seeds to the state tournament.
We'll be right back after this.
I'm Daryl Pheasant. I've been your treasurer for 28 years. I take my oath seriously, following the laws consistently and fairly. This complex job depends on experience. Experience to run a $200 million public investment pool. Experience working with state agencies, banks, attorneys, title companies. Experience to know the law and be able to explain it. With reduced staffing, we need a working treasurer. Let me continue working hard for you. Public service, experience, leadership that is unmatched. Vote Darrell Pheasant for County Treasurer.
I'm Jacob Taylor, and I'm running for Grant County Auditor. As a certified public accountant, I hold myself to the highest level of ethical standards. As a former Assistant State Auditor and the current Director of Budget and Accounting for Grant County, I have spent my entire professional career working in governmental finance. Please vote to ensure your next county auditor is certified with the experience and integrity necessary to lead Grant County forward. Vote Jacob Taylor, CPA, for Grant County Auditor.
Our spotlight story tonight is about Halloween activities Friday and Saturday in Grant County. Reporter Devin Higgins joined the fun in Ephrata and Moses Lake and has the story.
The threat of stormy Halloween weather didn't keep the trick-or-treaters away as more than 1,000 kids and their families descended on downtown Ephrata. Kids of all ages in costumes ranging from zombies to witches, princesses, firefighters, and all manners of superheroes flooded the business area from 4 to 6 p.m.
You're welcome. Oh my goodness. You're welcome.
One of the hot spots was the Bookery, where longtime Ephrata native Velda Schellenberger was giving out both candy and coloring books.
I did it last year, just for my daughter.
The Ephrata Senior Center took part with a Halloween carnival. The United Methodist Church had a trunk or treat, while the American Legion Art Semro Post 28 also had their annual Monster Mash, complete with their own trunk and treating and a zombie meatloaf dinner.
Sure you need your gloves?
As twilight descended upon Moses Lake, downtown was cordoned off for local shops to also take part in the Halloween fun.
Just like you, baby. Look at your face,
little
just
guy.
like you.
The ladies of Eden Salon have taken part for the last 3 years. They said they came prepared for more than 1,500 kids and their families and made sure to dress for the occasion.
Way too much fun, yeah. Awesome. Oh, you don't want that. Here you go.
Todd Levitt, owner of Miller's Fine Jewelry, has been here since the beginning and has made it a family affair.
Oh yeah, it's always fun. Good time. Always big turnout. Kind of, peaked out, and this is the usual crowd, I'd say. It's good. Gives the kids somewhere safe to go.
Even pets got in on the action with their own unique look. With the football game Friday night, Moses Lake opened their doors on Saturday for trick-or-treating, and kids were out the door and around the corner waiting to get in. The Kiwanis Club of Moses Lake sponsored the event, and advisor Mary Frederick said it was a chance to also do some good.
Well, it's an opportunity to collect money for the food for the food bank, and money for UNICEF to eliminate neonatal tetanus throughout the world. And we are giving out candy. There are lots of different groups from the high school, and they decorate their doors and give out candy to kids from 2 to 10. And like I said, we've been doing this for 10 years. It's a community service project for Key Club and Kiwanis. Key Club is also making some money by selling buttons and cards. Take pictures of the kids all dressed up, and families can pick them up on their way out. And there's also a haunted house. We started probably 6 weeks ago raising money throughout the community, and we raised just under $2,000 from local businesses. And if you walk through the halls, you can see the businesses who have donated to buy the candy. And so, yeah, mostly the Key Clubbers have gone out and raised all the money to do this year. Some years we get up to 2,000 kids. This year it looks a little smaller because it's the day after Halloween.
In Moses Lake, Devin Higgins for iFiber1 News.
We'll be right back after this.
Hello, my name is Michelle Jaderlin, and I'm running for Grant County Auditor. So why should you vote for me? I've lived here for 30 years, and for the past 23 years, I've worked for Grant County. I know every aspect of the job. The people at the county know and rely on me, and know I will be here when they need me. The auditor handles a great deal of money that needs to be accounted for by someone who is committed to serving the people of Grant County. My name is Michelle Jaderlin, and I'm running for Grant County Auditor.
Hi, this is Kelly Moore from Moore Furniture. I want to let you all know how excited we are about Sealy's new gel memory foam beds. Sealy has taken memory foam to a whole new level by infusing gel beads into the mattress to keep you from getting too warm while you sleep. They come with a 25-year warranty, and we've got them on our floor for you to try out. We also offer free delivery and in-house financing, so stop by and see us and get yourself sleeping good at night. Remember, whatever you do in bed, Sealy supports it. So come see us at Moore Furniture in Ephrata or find us on the web at moorefurniture.net.
Welcome back. The Moses Lake City Council is holding a special meeting on Tuesday to discuss the 2015 budget. The council and staff plan to meet with the Moses Lake Youth Hockey Association at 7 p.m. in the City Council chambers. The city is facing a roughly $875,000 deficit in its budget next year. The amount is down from $1.8 million city officials expected. The City Council raised ambulance fees, cut street improvement funds, and closed the Larson Recreation Center for the season. City officials are still looking for ways to trim the remaining amount of the 2015 budget. Patton Boulevard is being paved and improved by Grant County Public Works. Grant County Assistant County Road Engineer Todd Midtke said grinding and paving on Patton Boulevard was finished. Striping and improvement to sidewalk ramps under the Americans with Disabilities Act is underway. A 2.5-mile section of Stratford Road from the Moses Lake city limits to Tyndall Road is being repaved to improve traffic flow around the Grant County International Airport. The budget for the project was approximately $1.1 million, with the bid going to Central Washington Asphalt of Moses Lake. Midtke said 85% of the financing came from federal grants, specifically from the Surface Transportation Program and Federal MAP 21 Trust Fund. Delays should be expected due to the work, and Midtke said there will be flaggers and a pilot car on hand to conduct traffic along Stratford Road. In Northwest news, a bottle explosion caused 2 elementary schools in Redmond to cancel classes Monday. Como TV reports the bottle bomb exploded between 2 parked school buses, injuring a bus driver who walked by. A second adult may have been exposed to fumes. Both were taken to the hospital to be checked out. Authorities say neither was seriously hurt. School officials canceled classes so deputies could search for any other possible devices. Brittany Maynard, who was battling terminal brain cancer, ended her life at home this weekend with her loved ones by her side. Her controversial decision to die under Oregon's Death with Dignity Act went viral last month. CNN's Carol Costello has the story.
It's a heartbreaking story. Brittany Maynard was 29 years old and married for just over a year when she found out she had brain cancer.
I was diagnosed this past New Year's. We went away to the wine country for kind of a New Year's Eve celebration, and by Jan 1, the following day, I was diagnosed with cancer and told I was terminally ill.
Doctors told Maynard in April she had an aggressive brain tumor and gave her 6 months to live. Maynard quickly decided she didn't want her family to watch her dying in pain, so she and her husband moved from California to Oregon to take advantage of the state's Death with Dignity law. Oregon is one of only 5 states with legal protections for terminally ill patients.
It's in a safe spot, and I know that it's there when I need it.
Maynard qualified for physician-assisted suicide in Oregon. She was able to obtain a prescription for lethal medication and to plan out how she wanted to live her final days.
I will die upstairs in my bedroom that I share with my husband, with my mother and my husband by my side, and pass peacefully with some music that I like in the background.
Maynard says while she doesn't want to die, she wants to be able to end her life on her own terms.
I can't even tell you the amount of relief that it provides me to know that I don't have to die the way that it's been described to me that my brain tumor would take me.
And that's going to do it for us here at I-501 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.